I've been infatuated with license plates, or number plates as Japan calls them. It's an easy way to customize your car and judge people based on where they're from. In other countries, license plates are relatively simple. In the US, most have the name of the state, some styling to go along with said state's vibe, and some letter and number combination. Some states, like Montana, on their standard plate, not the one that I have, like to add a prefix to signify the county. If you want to be unique, you can request a custom license plate and license plate number. The EU does a similar thing with a region code before some combination of letters and numbers. And then we have the JDM, or Japanese number plate. These have a lot more information on it. And I don't have one on me because it's compulsory to return them once you're done with them. But I have the next best thing. A picture of my license plate, and many other people's license plates. There are 3 sizes of number plate: small, medium, and large, all depending on the size of your vehicle. There are also 4 number plate types: normal car with a white background and green lettering, normal car business with a green background and white lettering, K-car with a yellow background and black lettering, and K-car business with a black background and yellow lettering. K-cars, or Keijidosha, are small cars in Japan that have an engine displacement of less than 660 cc. There are more regulations that determine what a K-car is, but I'm leaving it at that for the intents and purposes of this video. Anyway, onto the number plate. On the rear plate, over the left screw, once your plate has been secured and verified at the Transport Bureau, a seal is placed to ensure that the plate is not tampered with. In the top middle is the place name. After World War II, a Transport Bureau office was set up in every single prefecture in Japan. A prefecture is like Japanese states. At the time, the place name on the number plate would correspond to the prefecture. However, due to a surge in car ownership in the 1960s, Japan started establishing Transport Bureau offices all across the country and started basing the place name on this new, more specific location. Take Tokyo Prefecture. It has 5 Transport Bureau locations which correspond to 5 different place names: Shinagawa, Adachi, Nerima, Tama, and Hachioji. I used to live in Setagaya, one of the 23 special wards of Tokyo shown here on the map. We can see that it corresponds to the Shinagawa jurisdiction. So, through deductive reasoning, my number plate should have Shinagawa as its place name. But you'd be wrong. My number plate said Setagaya. Back in 2006, the government decided to loosen the rules surrounding place name rules. Cities, towns, and wards that hit specific conditions can now decide to split off and make the place name their name, without creating a new Transport Bureau office. This happened in Setagaya in 2014. Since then, other wards within Tokyo have decided to split from the original 5 place names, such as Katsushika, Koto, Suginami, Itabashi, and most recently, Edogawa Ward. Many more cities and towns across the country have also decided to change their place name. To the right of the place name, we have the classification number. This divides vehicles into 8 categories depending on their use case. Feel free to pause the video to look over the chart. I have this picture of my mom from when she was young, which would be the late 60s or early 70s. And if we look in the background, we can see a number plate with the classification number of 5, which is in line with small passenger vehicles. That vehicle, by the way, is a Hino Contessa for the gearheads out there. In 1998, they increased the digit count from 2 to 3 with the introduction of customized designation numbers. This will be explained later in the video. As of 2017, the Transport Bureau also introduced classification numbers with the alphabet in them, such as 33P. In the bottom left is the hiragana, another classifier. Hiragana is one of the 3 alphabets used in the Japanese language. I've made this handy-dandy chart which shows what hiragana symbols are used for each specific number plate type. Not all hiragana is used, such as o, because it is visually similar to a from afar. Shi, which sounds like she, isn't used because it means death in Japanese. Wa and re are reserved for rental cars. You may see English alphabet letters such as Y or A, which means that the car is assigned to one of many American military bases around the country. And finally, we have the designation number, 4 numbers split by a hyphen. Leading zeros are not allowed. This is the only part of the number plate you can customize, other than choosing which city to live in. With a rough calculation through an online combination calculator, that gives us a mere 715 combinations. However, with about 100 classification numbers and approximately 30 hiragana symbols, that should be more than enough for any jurisdiction. But the numbers keep running out. The reason why numbers keep running out is because everyone, including me, is choosing a custom designation number. Low numbers like 1, 2, 3, and symmetrical numbers like 8008 or 1001 are extremely popular. The popularity of these custom designation numbers is what caused many transport bureaus to add letters to their classification number. This is so that as many people as possible can get their preferred designation number. This video doesn't cover it all. Not even close. I haven't even talked about plates with designs on them, jikoshiki numbers, embassy plates, Japan's self-defense force plates, dealer plates, borrowed plates, and the many types of motorcycle number plates. Scope creep has been a consistent problem for me, so I'm gonna end the video here. Subscribe, and goodbye!